Marvel's Spider-Man is one of the best pieces of Spider-Man media ever made. Not only that, it's one of the best looking games ever made. Spider-Man doesn't just go above and beyond, they go beyond the beyond. There's so many small hidden details in this game, like the street art, the backpacks, and J. Jonah Jameson's podcast.
As if that atrocious white spider wasn't enough, I've had repeated sightings of him in a new outfit. Some sort of punk rock inspired thing that makes sane people want to tear out their eyeballs with a rusty spoon.
This is one of the best open world games. The traversal in this game is amazing. Spider-Man has this perfect weight where you feel like you can control exactly how you want him to move, even though there's so many options. You can wall run, you can zip to the top of buildings, you can dive, you can do tricks. You pretty much get this free flow ability where you can swing just how you want and go exactly where you want to go. It's almost unbelievable how well these controls work. I don't want to be like the 1,000 reviews that say, this game really makes you feel like Spider-Man. But with the amount of control that it gives you, it gets you pretty close. The in-game and pre-rendered cutscenes of this game are almost indistinguishable. The cutscenes in this game are movie level, a lot of the time looking better than actual Spider-Man movies. Never before have we seen such a fleshed out Spider-Man. And this is one of those times that I think Spider-Man being a game is better for Spider-Man as a character. You get to spend so much time with this Peter Parker. He ends up feeling like a real guy to you. This is an older Peter Parker, one who's already fought all the villains. He's fought Rhino, Scorpion, Electro, Vulture, and a ton of other villains. Typically, we first get to see Spider-Man get his powers, and then Uncle Ben, yada yada yada. But this is something different. This is taking everything you already know and going past that. He's already had a relationship with MJ and Black Cat. He lives in his own apartment. Aunt May works at a homeless shelter. Not only that, but he's all alone. His best friend Harry Osborn has left for vacation, and the only person he can talk to is the police captain, who doesn't even really like him that much. This is a Spider-Man who's figured out his humor. The voice actor for Spider-Man, Yuri Lowenthal, plays one of the best Peter Parkers that we've ever seen. He is constantly self-narrating himself, and the amount of jokes in this game is insane. And I would say about 99% of them land. Half the enjoyment of this game is just hearing Peter's quips every 2 seconds.
Not good. Can't have people taking pictures of my 3 chest hairs.
Hashtag blessed.
Did you just say hashtag out loud? That's honestly almost as bad as the kidnapping.
You don't think this has anything to do with Lee, do you?
Sorry to cook and run.
Did you just leave your clothes on the kitchen floor?
The game starts on Spider-Man having the opportunity to take down Wilson Fisk, the mob crime lord he's been trying to take out for years. When he finally does take him down, it's a huge accomplishment because he just took down almost all of the crime in New York City.
Finally off to Rikers, huh? You know, I think you've got more enemies in there than I do.
If you think this will be more than a minor inconvenience...
Whoop, gotta go. Hey, good luck, Willie. I have a feeling you're gonna need it.
Idiot! I'm the one who kept order in this city! 1 month! In 1 month you'll wish you had me back!
This seems like a good thing at first, but it ends up leaving a power vacuum for small-time criminals to come in and take over. All of Peter's past villains come out of the woodwork as he's betrayed by Doc Ock and nearly beaten to death. Peter barely holds on by a string with like 100 broken bones.
Which means I have 192 non-broken ones.
This has to be the strongest Spider-Man we've ever seen. The feats this man pulls off are insane. One of my favorite parts of the game is that you can completely dog on every enemy. There's so many gadgets and abilities, and Spider-Man's combat is so free flow that you can do whatever you want. You can web him to a wall, you can throw him 100 feet in the air, you can just knock him off the building. Like, Spider-Man has this no killing rule, but you can't tell me he didn't just kill that guy. If you play this game on a second playthrough, you can completely rip this game apart. I literally have no critiques on Spider-Man. This is one of those games like Mario 64 where you can just boot it up and run around and it's fun. Everything that involves Spider-Man is perfect. But when you have to play as these two, the game just grinds to an absolute stop. I would play this game 1,000,000 times over, but every time I go to play it again, I just think, oh, I have to do that mission. Like, they're not even bad, they're decent stealth missions. It's just that when you're playing as Spider-Man, you get to fly around at 1,000,000 miles per hour, and then they just hit you with the most boring gameplay you could ever imagine.
Can't believe Michael's just... Again? What's up with these lights?
There's so many good missions in this game. There's the mission where you have to catch pigeons. There's the mission where you team up with the fake Spider-Man. And the best mission is when Peter gets evicted. This is my favorite Spider-Man and my favorite Spider-Man story. This is one of those games where you'll go play it again right after you beat it.
You're gonna be okay, ma'am. I've got the cure right here.
Take off your mask. I want to see my nephew.
I don't know what to do.
Yes, you do.